Gaza! Jessa! Oh, Gaza. I thought you were Jessa. How are you doing? It is very close today. It's hot and clammy. Oh, so it's really late for you, Gaza. Jamie, how you doing? It is warm. Very, very warm. Joyride, how you doing? It's a warm one, so I thought we'd go and have a look down here. I have a nice little item to make it easy. I'll show you when we get down there, thanks to Mick and Nicola. Baz, how you doing? Doesn't look like it, but it's ridiculously humid. Let's see if she has a false flat on her face covered in sticky willy and brambles. In hindsight, you alright, Baz? I hadn't thought that through too well, actually. Should be interesting. I'm sure there was a splattered squirrel on the road along here, but someone seems to have moved it. Wow, it's warm. Bazza. And guys, Banshee, how you doing? How's things, Banshee? Long time no see, you alright? Whew, warm. There was like 10 drops of rain earlier on. Baz, you never know. Ruth, the Queen of Beads. How are you doing, chick? I wonder what squirrel tastes like. Not that I want to try one, but I wonder what they taste like. Daisy, good evening. Daisy, what was on the menu tonight? Wheat, how are you doing? Sick of working. I know, time differences suck. Mick, I've got that thing in my pocket. You'll see when we get there. A nice little tool. A nice little tool. Some tools come in nice little packages. Squirrels are okay. That's the problem. Is it more like rabbit? Everyone says that everything tastes of chicken. But I think squirrel would be more like rabbit, would it not? They're like a rabbit with a bushy tail-ish. Ooh, lots of cars. I've actually got some rabbit in the freezer that I keep forgetting to spring on them. Rich and Leo, how you doing? There's my hills. Something's poked me in the eye. I have an itchy, stingy eye. Lex, how you doing? Dan, good afternoon. How are you doing? Dan, those endlers of mine have had some babies. At the moment, there's 4 of them stacked up. But they're that tiny, you can just see their eyes. Do you remember those hedgehog crisps from years ago? I never had those either. This road's busy today. Diabolical, how are you doing? Hang on, Diabolical, I'll give you a wrench. There you go, you've got one. Bubble. Just squat, be fine, wait, as long as no one's watching. Do you know what, Ruth? We couldn't get them here. They're sold out. Instantly. Now, down here we've got the King George postbox. This hill is miserable walking back up. Mikey, how are you doing? Hang on, Mike, I'll give you a wrench as well. You all right, Debbie? How's things? I smell ganj. Why do I smell ganj? Tends to be old people that live along here. Maybe one of the oldies has got to grow. You never know. I'm a poet, I shouldn't know it. So, were they a bit beefy? I presume the hedgehog ones would be beefy. Yeah, I would say beefy. Or are they more like pork? Chris, how you doing? Yes. Do you know what, buddy? I was hunting my garden after I moved in. It was spring and I could smell weed. There were strong wafts of it. I thought the old battle axe I bought the house off had maybe had a grow, or one of the old neighbours had a grow, and it wasn't. So just pointing up past this car. It wasn't a grow, it's an azalea, and the new shoot green, well, the leaf shoots smell like cannabis. It's bizarre. Right, we'll have a look at the old King George postbox. Shrouded in sycamore. So we have GR. The next one will be C3R, not 3CPO, and it's made by T. Allen and Co. London. Ooh, beef and bacon. Paul, how are you doing? We're going to go and get knee deep in mud and Victorian stuff. That, I put a shot up of the Victorian urethral syringe. It was used to stick some mercury up your pee-pee hole to treat syphilis and other STIs, shall we say. And it would have had a lovely wooden case. Oh, damn. Oh no, I don't like my voice. I can't stand it. If I need to watch my videos back, which to be fair I don't. Well, I did to clip the donkeys. I have to turn the volume down because I can't stand to listen to myself. I don't know how you lot put up with us. Oh God, the sky doesn't look too clever. Watch it go boom over my head. That'll just be fabulous. Now over here on the right we've got the immaculately trimmed bush. Hang on. Look at that. It's a cone. Someone decided to trim their bush into a cone. And that is never a branch or a leaf out of shape. They must spend, Scott, how you doing? They must spend every day with a set of shears, making sure that there are no leaves out of place. Paz. I wouldn't blame you at all. And nice to know there's door knockers in the area, so I shall be paying attention and ignoring the door if they turn up at mine. See, look, immaculate bush. Not every day you get shown an immaculate bush, is it? No sound? What's occurring? Exactly, an immaculate bush. Trimmed into perfection. So it's been a while since we've been down, so we'll see if they've been back. But at the same time, we've had some decent rain, so it should wash out some interesting little pieces, hopefully. But I have got my Edward Scissorhands glove. Exactly, Ruth. They must spend a long time staring at their bush. I'm not liking the clouds that are coming. So it's not many towns you have fields in the middle of the town and a load of bovines. Hello, Mrs. Moo. I hear a Nina, Nina. Thanks, Debbie. Yes, Ruth is the queen of beads of Brazil. Do you know what, Paul? One of my eyes is, well, both my eyes are streaming. And one, it feels like I've got a chunk of glass in it. It's driving us nuts. I think I scratched my eyeball. Scratching. Right, let's go. Ooh, they've cut the grass to death. Everywhere here, the grass has pretty much died off with all the heat we've had. Had 3 weeks of constant heat. Ooh, sorry if you've got headphones on. That was rather squeaky. Snock and Sass, how are you doing? Now, oh, there's a high possibility I'm going to fall flat on my face, you know. Oh, hello, little birdie. Brambles, whatever those yellow things are. Bay sparrows. And a field that looks like straw. Jenna, how you doing? Jenna, you missed the immaculate bush. Wanda, how are you doing? Nice to see you, Wanda. Right, potentially I'm going to fall because it's going to be a trap. A sticky willy and brambles. And rabbit holes. It's amazing these pines have stood to get that tall. They're gnarly, but when the wind comes through, they get hammered. My eyes are streaming like I've been crying my eyes out. So we're going deep in the undergrowth, but we're going to start at this end, if I can get in. Oh, it's full of nettles. I should have had long sleeves on. Righty-ho. So we're going to go in through the back, I believe. Hopefully. I see sticky willy. We've got brambles, we've got raspberries, roses, lots of nettles, lots of spiky things. Lucky me. Ooh, my trainer's squeaking. I popped the bubble on these old Nikes, so hence they're old Nikes. It squeaks like your butt cheeks are rubbing together. Right, through the nettles, which are boob height. We don't need nettles, boo pie, thank you. Stickiest williest. Let's go. Right, through the undergrowth. Let's see what we can find. Jason, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, it tends to be a bit like that, Mikey, I must admit. So this is the edge, and this is all Victorian dumpage. And people have been digging for their lives through it. Interesting, the plants have not hidden that bit off. Ooh, they've been doing more digging. Doesn't look like, oh, what they got through, hang on, right. Let's turn around. I'm all discombobulated because of the leaves. What do we have? Ooh, look at that. What's that orange thing in the back there? We're about to find out. So, Rick and Nick sent me a parcel, and inside it were these babies. I've only brought one hand because I don't need them on both. The issue is now getting it on my hand. Right, you might get a close-up of glove. So what's that orange pot? Oh God. It looks to be part of a milk jug. Nessie, good morning, good afternoon. Ooh, now that was pretty. Let's give it a wipe. That was a pretty cup. If I could turn it over. I'd like to collect a load of this, and that's that lid off. Is that a bottle? Right, hang on. This side's come down. So let's have a spy. Oh, these gloves are mint. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that though. I'd love to make a mosaic, collect bits of the pottery and make a mosaic. There's another teacup. Oh, it was a little jug. Is it a cream jug? But yes, make a mosaic. Get the glue gun out. A mosaic. Right, we shall go up the top. And I've already got it in my shoes. Another cup. Another plate. Is this part of the plate I've already got? I was collecting pieces of a plate. If it had birds on it, it is. I don't think so. Another plate. Is that the same plate? These are, by the look of it, the same plate. These two pieces here. Whoever's been digging it doesn't really pay much attention. Sorry, someone's trying to ring us there. Nutter, how are you doing? Sorry, I was being ignorant. Nutter, I have got claws. These gloves are mint. Adrian, how are you doing? Oh, we're getting on the floor, are we? Digging gloves. Edward scissor hand gloves. Right, let's go over. Oh, heck, I nearly dropped it. That was a bit iffy. Right, up we go. So we're now climbing on the side of the dump. A load of pottery there. You get the local kids coming up as well, unfortunately. And they'll just break stuff. That is a cow humerus, I think. It's heavy. I think it's top part of a cow hip. The ball part of the joint. Oh my God, this is going to be hard. Right, where even am I? Over here is where we need to go. Damn it. Right, here. This is going to be interesting. Oh my God, it's full of nettles and things. Yes, potentially you got to cut yourself wide open with those gloves. Oh my God, we've got to get through that. Flies. Flies up my nose. Icky. Millions of flies. Right. Get out my ear. That was horrible. It's about to get beautiful and green where I get splattered on it trying to get my way through. Look at all the bugs. All those dots are green fly, I think. And I knocked a branch and dislodged some. That is disgusting. I hate green fly. They freak me out. Hello, Sticky Willius. So we're going through there. God help me. Ooh, hecky thump. Ooh, that's a bit high on the groin. Flies go away. So we are going to trample. Trample a path is what we're doing. I'll be back in a sec because we have nettles, we have brambles, we have hogweed. Fantastic. Oh, I really, really, really don't like green fly. Like ants, they creep me out. I've got one in my eye. Get off my eye. No flies need to be on my eyeball. Why are the green fly having a convention here? A bushwhacker, maybe. Look at it. I'm like boob deep in nettles and brambles and things. Amanda, how you doing? We're in a bit of a tricky situation. I say we, the royal we, I. Damn it. Trampling it. Oh, heck. We're nearly through. Nettle, your chin height. You need to go away as well. We'll just stamp on you. Don't nettle me. Thank you. And we... Ooh, heck. I've got bare arms. This isn't great for bare arms. Yes, we're in. So, let's have a little snoop around. What have we got? Someone's been in there digging. We might have to commando crawl into the bush. Oh, what's that? Possibly relish, I would have thought. Part of a label. Amanda, I'm being good. I've got a glove on. You proud? What do we have? Let's have... Ooh, they've been back in here. They've been in here. Get in. They're idiots and they leave everything. So, Shazza should have some good finds. Get in. They go a bit overboard. Like a lot overboard. Wow. I'm hoping we've... Right, there's a couple of these. That one's a green one. I presume they're decorative, maybe a candle fitting, I don't know. Very heavy, lovely green glass. What is that? Look at the bottom. Presume that's Armstrong. Why has it got a round bottom? Anyone know? Ice, ice, baby. You never know, we might find my handle. We've got some stamps. Ooh, you're unusual. It's plain white by the look of it. Jar. A big piece of an old dish with its maker's mark, but it's just too eroded. John, how are you doing? Let's have a look. Now this one has been really old indeed. Pretty pattern. I'm in a really precarious position. What is that? Tiny handle. Now I found a kid's teapot toy set. That's a very little handle. What else do we have? Stoneware. Glass. David, you alright? It's an unusual blue. It's very light purpley blue. We're going to hit down in the hole. You see, they're broken. Oh my God, they've broken it. Why would you break it? So we've got a really pretty vase. And we've got several pieces of it. So I'm going to see how much of it is actually here. There's lots of it. All those purple bits are part of the same vase. Really decorative as well. So let me grab them all. You've got these birds on it. I'm going to take those and see how much I can put back together, because we do have a fair few bits there. There's bricks in here. I'm just going to scrape the surface off here for any more pieces of that dish. For this one. What were you? That's unusual. Hang on, sorry, I'm being ignorant. How you doing, David? My eye is itching like you would not believe. I'm sorry if I get ignorant here. When I start getting into the, ooh, look what I found zone, I go a bit off-piste. Big earthenware jar. Now, I've got a couple of Grays and Company jars, which came from a company at Glasgow. One's a strawberry jam, and it's still got the label on the bottom, which was a really nice find. We've got pieces of teapot. Now, that was a fancy teapot as well. Normally, they're plain. We've got demijohns. We've got a bottle that they've left behind you, little beauty. In one piece, lovely little aqua glass. And they've rubbed it, and it's got part of a label on, damn it. I need something to kneel on because we're going up there. What can I kneel? Oh, I'm going to get mucky knees. People are going to start talking about me, seeing me mucky around the town. Vonda. Ooh, playing you. Challenging. Deanna, how you doing? Deanna, I'll just give you a wrench. Ooh, ducks, I've gone all dizzy. Challenging, I've been trying to email you. I've added on to an old email because every time I wrote a new email, it wasn't delivering. And I don't know if it's mine. So I've been, ooh, that's huge. been messing with it to try and get it to send. So you might have a message, you might not. Pretty little earthware with a mark on the back. More than likely an ink pot, but it was an ink pot. This dump dates mid 1800s to early 1900s. What do we have up here? I can see all sorts in that bank. Let's have a look what they've left on the side. Some beautiful pottery. Really nice. Part of a pipe, the stem from a pipe. A really fine pipe too. That's that one. That's been a huge glass jar. It's got a tint of green to it. Huge rim. We've got some printed. That's got a print on it. That's interesting. I'm not sure I'll be able to get it. You see, it's not the full stuff I like. Well, I do like the full stuff. I'm lying. But it's the researching them. And whoever is doing this, they're just after perfect bottles to do whatever they're doing. I presume they're selling them. Another piece of pipe stem. We'll put you up there. Huge pieces of pottery. One of those, I love the little bottles, love them. I've got a beautiful little ink pot. That's paint or ink at the bottom of an inkwell. Looks like it came out of that. Does it fit? Yes, it fits. And so that was originally in there. I haven't seen a marble yet. There should be a lot of marbles. Frack, Agent Chick, how you doing? Agent's lush. If you don't know Agent, check her out. Yeah, they're coming. They're digging and they're leaving so much stuff. Yeah, that is part of the plate I've got. There should be birds on it. It's called exotic birds, exotic pheasants, I think. Ooh, and he dropped it. So it's maybe part of a set. Right, let's go up into the undergrowth and see what's left behind or what's fallen out. Piece of ink, I think. Right, how are we going to get up here? Oh, we've got bits of bone, we've got all sorts. Let's go. Be brave, Shazette, be brave. Oh, is that paper? It's paper. Won't be able to have a look on it, but... Right, oh God. I'm already stuck. So we have T. Beatty Brampton. Now that was a brewery. Nice little pot. Oh, that's a shame. Two big pieces of the same pot. So we'll stick that in that way. Stand up funny. And it we can kind of guess how big it was. So that was actually quite a big pot. Broken exactly on the same piece. Another really old pot. We have what looks like an inkwell, well, ink bottle, another earthware, and our first marble. The marbles were in these type of bottles. You've got that pinch top, and the marble would have been the stopper inside there. You pushed it in to get your drink. But the kids of the day, the poorer kids, would smash the bottles to get the marbles out to be able to play with them. Hence, they're really hard to find in one piece. What were you, I wonder? Oh, heck. I'm getting spiked in the head. Debbie, everyone is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Some willow. Oh, we've got a maker's mark. A very, very slight stamp. Not much to it. Got some blue glass. Oh, what are you? You're nothing. I thought I saw a bead, but it wasn't. Bottom of a jar. Some more metal. Because everything was fired in the house, heating was by fire. A lot of coal, a lot of burnt stuff in here, and it makes really hard digging. Some of it welds together. That's been a bucket, I presume, or a tin, paint tin. That's got a label on it. Let's have a look at the label. If you find things with labels, don't touch the label. Let it dry, and you get a makeup brush and gently brush it, and it cleans it right up. Right, let's go back down. I need to stand up straight. Ooh, what were you? I've got brambles at my back end. That's not pleasant. Fancy glass. Thank you, agent. You absolute star. I can see a layer of pottery at the back there. Oh, if only. That would have been lovely as part of my jug. It's an odd handle. It's an odd shape. It must be like a huge teapot or milk jug. A tin. I've actually got from here a Vaseline jar. And it's still got the label on, and it's still got a little bit of the Vaseline in. Strange find. Really strange find. I've got chemist bottles with the contents still in. See, this looks like it's gone down by itself. Let's have a look. Ooh, what are you? Have a look at this one.